Ronald, attention turns to the FA Cup this weekend. How much are you looking forward to this competition this season?
Yes, we're looking forward for the whole coming week. No, we play three games at home. The first FA Cup, Crystal Palace. We know it's a tough one. We know the opponent, we know the strengths, but also the weaknesses of Crystal Palace. And we have the experience from last year in the FA Cup that we lost against them 2-3 at home. And of course, we have to do it better. And of course, after the last two defeats against West Ham Norwich, we need a win. We need a win for the fans, we need a win for ourselves. And there we did hard work for this week.
They're a very familiar opponent as well, Crystal Palace, aren't they? Like you say, played them in the Cup last season, and just a few weeks ago you played them in the league as well. So what are you expecting from them this time around?
No, we expect the same. It's a tough one to beat. Normally out of a 4-4-2 system. A lot of physically strengths in the team. Some good individual qualities in some good players. And for more reason, they are doing a good run in the Premier League, and that makes it difficult. But we can beat everybody if we reach our level. And in the last two away games, in my opinion, we were a little bit unlucky. It's not about that we play bad football or that we don't create chances. It's all about detail in the game. If you score the first one, you can get a good one, and for the opponent it's more difficult. And everybody knows 11 against 10 after the send-off of Victor then makes it more difficult.
Do you feel that a win in the Cup this weekend could really help your league form as well?
Yeah, but we have a better run in results, and that's finally what is counting. And for that we need a win. We need a win to have the belief and to have the confidence in the team that we can reach everybody. But there's enough examples in the past that we still have a strong team, and sometimes things a little bit more against you than you like to have it, and then sometimes you're a little bit more lucky that the opponent one shot on target like Norwich, and one is a great goal. Yeah, sometimes happened, and what you have to accept and to continue working what we do till now.
You've always taken the Cups very seriously in your time here. I assume that will be the case again this weekend. And do you feel this is a competition you can do very well in this year?
Yeah, we try. We know it's a tough competition. Everybody is still involved in this weekend, and of course we like to make a good run in this competition, and we take it very seriously. In the past we didn't make a lot of changes in the team, and I think it's not the moment now to do more changes, because what we need is continue what we are doing, and of course finally to have a better result.
Obviously, it was a disappointing day for the team at Norwich last weekend. What have been the main messages to them this week ahead of the game against Palace?
No, the main message to everybody was also things that happened out of the pitch. With Sadio, I spoke to him, the club spoke to him, and Sadio did a mistake. I punished him. I punished the team, and sometimes that's a very tough, difficult decision to make, because. But I have to be honest. I have to be straight against everybody in the team, and we have rules, and you have to accept that rules. And if you make a mistake, you are punished for that. But that was last week, and of course we spoke to Victor about the yellow cards, about the time, the moment, and the place on the pitch. It was unnecessary to do that fault, and that gives Norwich that belief to win the game, and if that all disciplinary is okay, the chance to win the game it's higher than then.
Have you been pleased with Sadio's response this week after the events of last weekend?
Yes, because I see what I saw this week of Sadio is a good reaction, and you hope for a good reaction, because he's an important player. he can make difference in the team. He can score goals. Is a player who is very unpredictable for a lot of opponents. And a good Sadio Mané give the team more chances to win the game. And okay, he's still young. He make his excuse that he did a big mistake. But okay, human people, you punish them for that. You speak to the player. It's no difference in the situation of Sadio, because a lot of media people think he is trying to go out of Southampton, but he mentioned to the club that he's still happy in Southampton, and he will continue, and it's no reason to change, and that's maybe a clear message to everybody outside of the club.
So that's very much a line drawn under it, and presumably available this weekend for selection from the start if you choose to play him.
Yes, it's a player like everybody who get a chance, and you know he's an important player, and important players normally you put them in the starting lineup.
As you mentioned, no Victor for the next two matches, but are you pleased with the depth that you've got in that position to help with his absence?
Yeah, that's always important that you have good competition in all the lines in your team, and we know with Jordi Klaasie in, with Oriol Romeo in, with Brownsy Davis as midfielder. We have Harry Reid, who make his first minutes last week. We have enough competition, and of course we miss Wanyama because he's a good player, he's a strong player, he's a physical one. What you need also against Crystal Palace, but the rest of the players that we have, they show the qualities, and they show they can play. That's no problem.
And what's the latest in terms of any injury news?
Jay is still out. He needs time after his feet surgery. Florian Cardos is still out. He's progressing well. He will be back in February. Graziano will not be involved this weekend, but we have good hope that he will be ready for next Wednesday. That will be good news. And Fraser Forster did his first game yesterday. Very good, very important for him. A clean sheet, good performance. And that gives the player a good boost, and he will play this Monday in his second game, and after that, if everything goes well, of course he gets chances like everybody to be involved in the team.
How delighted were you to see him back? Because it's been a long road back for Fraser, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's I'm very pleased for him, because he did a great job with the medical staff. He worked very hard, like everybody, with all the injuries, like Florian. Jay is maybe more unlucky than everybody that he has now his feet surgery, but he will come back, and if he keeping himself positive, that makes the player stronger, and he will come back. And Fraser, of course, if you out for 9 months and you have your first game, you can do your training sessions, but play a game is totally different, and what you saw yesterday after the game, he was so happy to be back, and the next step is coming back in the first team.
I imagine you must have been very encouraged with his performance as well. He made some fantastic saves, didn't he?
Yeah, but it was very good. It was important for the under-21s. They had a good game and a final very good result against a young Chelsea under-21 team, and he was an important player yesterday night, because he had some good saves, and of course in some situations you saw, okay, that's normal after 9 months out and playing football and doing a game, but for that he needs game time, and that's also the reason that he will play Monday in the under-21.
Is there a potential that after that next week could see him come back to the first team? Is that too early in your thinking?
I don't know. It's possible. I don't know. It's all about his performance next Monday, and then finally, of course, I will have a discussion with Dave Watson about the goalkeepers, what we have to do, and the best will start, and it's also in the goalkeepers. It's a big competition.